Welcome back to the channel, where today we're diving into the top 10 most anticipated Nintendo Switch 2 games of 2026, featuring everything from epic AAA adventures and spine-chilling horror to cozy life simulators and strategic RPGs that you won't want to miss. Whether you're a fan of stealthy spy action, monster collecting RPGs, or cinematic story-driven games, this list has something for everyone, and we're counting down from number 10 all the way to the most hyped title of the year. Grab your Joy-Cons, settle in, and let's check out the games that are making 2026 the year to own a Switch 2.
007 First Light is an ambitious spin on the James Bond universe, taking players on a thrilling journey into the early days of Agent 007 before he earned his famous 00 status, and it's shaping up to be one of the most cinematic and action-packed titles for the Switch 2 in 2026, delivering a perfect blend of stealth, gadgets, and globe-trotting espionage that will appeal to both longtime Bond fans and newcomers to the franchise. Developed by IO Interactive, the studio behind the critically acclaimed Hitman series, the game emphasizes strategic thinking and creative problem-solving, allowing players to approach missions in multiple ways, whether it's sneaking past heavily guarded areas, improvising with high-tech spy equipment, or engaging in explosive set-piece sequences, making every playthrough feel fresh and dynamic. Players will traverse exotic locations, from crowded cityscapes to secretive mountain compounds, encountering a variety of enemies and obstacles that require careful planning and quick reflexes, and the inclusion of iconic Bond gadgets adds an extra layer of excitement as players can manipulate the environment, hack security systems, and deploy ingenious tools to complete objectives in style. In addition to its cinematic single-player campaign, 007 First Light promises highly polished visuals and immersive audio that fully utilize the Switch 2's hardware capabilities, delivering rich textures, realistic lighting, and detailed character models that make every sneaky encounter and dramatic chase feel incredibly engaging, whether the console is docked or in handheld mode. The narrative is designed to be compelling and accessible, focusing on character development, high-stakes intrigue, and morally challenging decisions that have tangible consequences within the game world, providing a depth that elevates it beyond a standard action-adventure title while keeping players invested in Bond's transformation into the world's most famous secret agent. 007 First Light combines cinematic flair, tactical gameplay, and an expansive spy narrative, making it a must-watch and must-play experience for 2026, and it is a perfect entry point for players seeking both action and intrigue in a polished, AAA-quality Switch 2 package. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined represents one of the most ambitious JRPG remakes ever planned for the Nintendo Switch 2, taking a beloved classic and completely modernizing it with high-definition visuals, updated mechanics, and quality-of-life improvements, while still retaining the charm and nostalgia that has made the series a mainstay in the RPG community for decades. Set across a sprawling world that spans multiple lands and eras, the game invites players to explore towns, dungeons, and wildernesses brimming with side quests, secrets, and lore, while providing a captivating story that involves uncovering ancient mysteries, restoring balance to fractured lands, and forging relationships with memorable characters who each have unique abilities and personal arcs that affect gameplay outcomes. Combat is turn-based and strategic, maintaining the classic Dragon Quest style while introducing enhancements that streamline encounters without diminishing the tactical depth, encouraging players to think carefully about party composition, elemental strengths, and skill rotations to overcome challenging foes, while the graphical overhaul ensures each monster, environment, and character is visually vibrant on the Switch 2's hardware.
Beyond combat, the game emphasizes exploration and reward-driven discovery, with hidden treasures, rare monsters, and complex puzzles scattered throughout the world, giving players a constant sense of achievement and purpose. And the interweaving storylines provide both emotional and narrative payoffs, as choices and actions influence character interactions and world progression. The soundtrack, composed in the iconic style of the series, enhances the overall atmosphere, complementing every battle, cutscene, and moment of exploration with melodies that evoke nostalgia while feeling fresh for a new generation of gamers, creating a fully immersive RPG experience that's a joy to experience, both docked and handheld. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined also includes modern enhancements such as streamlined menus, faster travel, and intuitive user interface updates that reduce friction for long sessions, while retaining the depth and complexity hardcore fans expect, bridging the gap between newcomers and veteran players in an elegant and thoughtful way. Ultimately, this remake offers a perfect blend of nostalgia, strategy, and modern accessibility, making Dragon Quest VII Reimagined a highly anticipated Switch 2 experience for 2026, promising a massive, rewarding adventure that will keep RPG fans engaged for hours on end. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave continues Nintendo's tradition of deep tactical RPGs, and for 2026, it promises to deliver a combination of intricate turn-based strategy, rich character interactions, and high-stakes battlefield scenarios, all optimized for the Switch 2's next-generation hardware to provide smoother animations, more detailed battle maps, and immersive storytelling. Players will command a diverse cast of heroes across grid-based battlefields, each with their own unique classes, abilities, and storylines, creating layers of strategic depth that reward thoughtful planning and foresight, while simultaneously developing emotional connections with the characters through branching support conversations and impactful narrative choices. The story explores themes of war, loyalty, and sacrifice, intertwining political intrigue with personal drama, and challenges players to make difficult decisions on and off the battlefield, ensuring that no two playthroughs feel the same, while heightening the sense of consequence and engagement in every skirmish. Fortune's Weave also introduces new mechanics such as enhanced terrain effects, dynamic weather systems, and adaptive enemy AI, all designed to test players' strategic thinking and encourage experimentation with unit placement, weapon types, and skill combinations to achieve victory in increasingly complex encounters. The game's art direction remains distinctly Fire Emblem, featuring beautifully illustrated characters, vibrant battle animations, and cinematic cutscenes that showcase both the tension of war and the warmth of character-driven moments, all presented in a style that looks fantastic on both the handheld and docked Switch 2. In addition to the main campaign, side missions and optional battles provide extensive replayability, while multiplayer or asynchronous challenges may allow fans to test their strategies against other players' armies, creating a robust ecosystem that keeps fans coming back beyond the story. Overall, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave balances tactical complexity, narrative depth, and accessibility, making it a highly anticipated 2026 release for the Switch 2 that both veteran strategists and newcomers to the series can enjoy for countless hours. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection brings a refreshing turn-based approach to Capcom's beloved Monster Hunter franchise, combining strategic combat with monster collection and a story-driven RPG experience tailored for both newcomers and longtime fans, and it is confirmed for Switch 2 in 2026, promising vibrant worlds and engaging creature companionship. The game follows a Rathalos rider protagonist in a fantastical world facing a mysterious phenomenon called the encroachment, where monsters mysteriously turn to stone, threatening the balance of nature and compelling players to explore diverse environments, complete quests, and form bonds with iconic creatures along the way. Combat is turn-based but strategically rich, requiring careful consideration of monster types, elemental affinities, and skill selection, while also rewarding players for effective use of monster bonds, team composition, and tactical timing, ensuring battles are engaging and mentally stimulating without being overly punishing. Twisted Reflection also expands upon previous Monster Hunter Stories entries with enhanced visuals, dynamic environments, and interactive monster interactions, giving players a true sense of immersion, as well as a variety of mini-games, side quests, and hidden dungeons that encourage exploration and discovery across the sprawling world. The narrative weaves personal character arcs with epic storylines, providing memorable moments and emotional beats as players interact with both human and monster companions, and the relationships forged throughout the game directly influence combat effectiveness and story outcomes, deepening the RPG experience. The music and sound design enhance the overall atmosphere, combining sweeping orchestral tracks with dynamic monster sound effects and ambient environmental audio, which elevates both exploration and battle sequences. Ultimately, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection offers a perfect blend of strategic gameplay, monster collecting fun, and emotional storytelling, making it one of the most anticipated and charming Switch 2 releases for 2026.
Pokémon Pokopia is one of the most intriguing experimental Pokémon titles confirmed for the Switch 2 in 2026, offering players the chance to experience the Pokémon universe from a creative and exploratory perspective, rather than traditional battle-focused mechanics, putting the spotlight on environmental building and creature interaction. In Pokopia, players take control of Ditto and use its transformative abilities to shape habitats, customize environments, and create a flourishing ecosystem where Pokémon live, play, and interact, providing a unique sandbox experience that is both relaxing and engaging. The game emphasizes exploration and problem-solving, challenging players to design and optimize their habitats to meet the needs of different Pokémon species, while uncovering secrets, rare items, and unique creatures hidden throughout the open world, ensuring a sense of discovery and reward for creative players. Pokotopia's mechanics blend resource management, puzzle solving, and light adventure elements, offering a balance between structured objectives and open-ended creativity that encourages experimentation and replayability, appealing to both hardcore Pokémon fans and casual players alike. The visuals are colorful, vibrant, and meticulously detailed, bringing each Pokémon and environment to life in a way that looks stunning on the Switch 2, whether handheld or docked, while the audio design complements the immersive world with lively, adaptive music and environmental effects. Additionally, social features may allow players to share habitats, trade Pokémon, or collaborate in building challenges, fostering a sense of community and connection within the game's ecosystem. Overall, Pokémon Pokopia is a refreshing new take on the Pokémon franchise, offering a creative, relaxing, and deeply engaging experience that promises to be one of the Switch 2's most anticipated and distinctive games of 2026.
Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 Edition is a highly anticipated upgrade of Nintendo's beloved life simulation, bringing the iconic island building experience into the next generation with improved graphics, expanded online features, and refined gameplay mechanics, making it an ideal showcase for the Switch 2's capabilities and a must-play for returning fans and newcomers alike. Players will step back into the role of a customizable villager, shaping the landscape, decorating homes, and interacting with anthropomorphic neighbors while experiencing the game's signature, relaxing, and charming atmosphere that emphasizes creativity, social interaction, and personal expression. The new edition takes advantage of Switch 2's enhanced hardware by supporting higher resolution textures, smoother animations, and larger multiplayer sessions, allowing players to invite friends and family to their island for events, parties, or collaborative building projects in ways not possible on the original Switch. Gameplay is further enriched by the addition of seasonal events, dynamic weather effects, and improved customization options for homes, furniture, and public spaces, offering a deep and rewarding sense of progression while retaining the cozy and whimsical charm the series is known for. Music and ambient sound design play a key role in creating the immersive experience, with cheerful tunes, environmental audio cues, and charming character voice effects combining to produce an atmosphere that is both soothing and engaging, perfect for long handheld or docked sessions. Beyond aesthetics, quality of life updates such as improved inventory management, fast travel options, and user-friendly interfaces enhance accessibility for casual players, while still maintaining enough depth and challenge to satisfy dedicated fans who enjoy optimizing their island layouts and daily routines. Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 Edition balances creativity, relaxation, and social interaction with the technical benefits of next-generation hardware, ensuring that it remains one of the most anticipated and beloved Switch 2 releases of 2026.
Pragmata, Capcom's mysterious and highly cinematic sci-fi action-adventure, is confirmed for Switch 2 in 2026 and has generated significant buzz due to its striking visuals, haunting narrative, and futuristic setting that blends puzzle-solving, exploration, and third-person combat in ways that feel fresh and ambitious for a new IP. Set in a dystopian future where players control an astronaut named Hugh and his android companion Diana, Pragmata focuses on uncovering the truth behind a mysterious lunar or near-future urban environment, encountering strange phenomena and unraveling secrets that merge narrative intrigue with gameplay mechanics. The game's visual design is one of its most impressive features, with detailed environments, realistic lighting, and smooth animations that leverage the Switch 2's next-generation hardware to provide a cinematic experience that feels closer to a AAA console title than a handheld game. Gameplay balances combat with exploration and problem-solving, allowing players to navigate complex environments, interact with advanced AI systems, and engage in tense sequences where timing, strategy, and creative thinking are key, providing a thoughtful yet adrenaline-pumping experience. Pragmata also emphasizes story-driven elements, offering rich character interactions, environmental storytelling, and a tone that blends mystery, suspense, and human drama, creating a world that is compelling to explore while maintaining high stakes for every decision and encounter. The game's sound design and musical score complement the haunting visuals perfectly, with adaptive audio cues that enhance tension during stealth or combat sequences and reinforce emotional beats during narrative moments, ensuring players remain fully immersed in the game world. Pragmata stands out as one of the most anticipated and intriguing Switch 2 titles of 2026, combining compelling storytelling, immersive environments, and strategic gameplay to create a truly memorable and cinematic action-adventure experience. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a cinematic action-adventure that brings the iconic archaeologist to Switch 2 in 2026. Blending exploration, puzzle-solving, and fast-paced action in a globe-trotting narrative that captures the essence of the legendary franchise. While leveraging the console's enhanced hardware for stunning visuals and smooth gameplay, players will traverse exotic locations, from dense jungles to ancient temples, uncovering relics, deciphering puzzles, and facing adversaries who challenge both their wits and reflexes, delivering a thrilling sense of adventure that remains faithful to the cinematic tone of the Indiana Jones series. The game's narrative emphasizes classic indie themes of discovery, historical intrigue, and moral dilemmas, immersing players in a story that is engaging, full of twists, and filled with memorable supporting characters who aid or hinder progress, depending on player choices. Gameplay mechanics combine hand-to-hand combat, stealth, and environmental interaction, with innovative tools and gadgets that encourage creative problem-solving, making each encounter feel dynamic, challenging, and rewarding for players who experiment with different strategies and approaches. Visuals are richly detailed, with realistic textures, cinematic camera angles, and atmospheric lighting that enhances both exploration and action, while Switch 2's capabilities allow for fluid animations, expansive environments, and visually striking set pieces that rival traditional console experiences. The audio design is equally compelling, featuring sweeping orchestral music, immersive environmental effects, and cinematic voice acting that brings both tension and excitement to every scene, reinforcing the game's cinematic qualities and making players feel like they are part of an Indiana Jones film.
Ultimately, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle combines narrative depth, challenging gameplay, and cinematic presentation to deliver an unforgettable adventure, solidifying its place as one of 2026's most anticipated Switch 2 games, and a must-play for fans of story-driven action. Fatal Frame 2: Crimson Butterfly returns as a fully remade survival horror experience for Switch 2 in 2026, delivering one of the most atmospheric and terrifying games ever produced, where players must navigate the haunted All Gods village while using the series' signature camera obscura to capture and neutralize vengeful spirits. The remake enhances the original's graphics and audio, providing a rich, immersive horror experience with detailed environments, dynamic lighting, and realistic ghost effects that take full advantage of the Switch 2's capabilities, allowing players to fully feel the tension and dread as they explore haunted corridors and abandoned buildings. Players control twin sisters Mio and Mayu, and the narrative weaves psychological horror with personal stakes, forcing players to confront moral choices, unravel mysteries, and survive encounters that test both reflexes and strategic thinking, creating a gripping and emotionally resonant story. Gameplay emphasizes careful observation, timing, and resource management, as the camera obscura is not just a weapon, but a tool for solving puzzles and uncovering hidden elements of the environment, making exploration as critical as combat and increasing the sense of immersion and suspense. The sound design is masterfully implemented, with chilling ambient noises, ghostly whispers, and adaptive music that reacts to the player's actions, further intensifying the horror atmosphere and heightening every moment of tension, particularly when played in handheld mode with headphones. Remake-specific enhancements include refined controls, updated enemy AI, and expanded cutscenes that deepen the story without detracting from the original's haunting essence, ensuring both newcomers and longtime fans can enjoy a polished and terrifying experience. Fatal Frame 2: Crimson Butterfly Remake offers a fully modernized horror experience that combines suspenseful storytelling, strategic gameplay, and immersive audio-visual design, making it one of the Switch 2's most anticipated and chilling titles of 2026. Resident Evil Requiem secures the #1 spot as the ultimate AAA survival horror experience for Switch 2 in 2026, bringing Capcom's acclaimed RE engine, cutting-edge visuals, and tense story-driven gameplay to the platform in a way that proves the next-generation console can deliver a blockbuster horror experience. The game introduces a brand new protagonist and storyline while maintaining the series' signature atmosphere of dread, featuring bioorganic threats, claustrophobic environments, and carefully crafted scares that keep players on edge from start to finish, with combat that balances action, resource management, and tactical decision-making. Players navigate expansive environments, from abandoned laboratories to dark, labyrinthine corridors, uncovering secrets, solving puzzles, and confronting terrifying creatures whose AI behavior adapts to player strategies, creating suspenseful encounters that feel both challenging and rewarding. Visual fidelity is enhanced for Switch 2 with detailed textures, realistic lighting, and cinematic cutscenes that immerse players in the RE universe, while handheld mode maintains clarity and intensity, proving that survival horror can thrive both docked and on the go. The narrative integrates horror, mystery, and high-stakes survival, emphasizing both story progression and environmental storytelling that deepens immersion, encouraging players to explore every corner and uncover hidden lore that enhances the tense and frightening atmosphere. Audio design plays a crucial role in the horror experience, with dynamic soundscapes, environmental cues, and haunting musical motifs that react to player actions, heightening the sense of fear and making every encounter unpredictable and thrilling. Resident Evil Requiem represents the pinnacle of next-generation survival horror for the Switch 2, combining AAA production values, immersive storytelling, and intense gameplay to create a truly unforgettable experience that is deserving of its #1 spot on the 2026 most anticipated games list. And there you have it, gamers, our countdown of the top 10 most anticipated Switch 2 games for 2026. From thrilling spy missions in 007 First Light to the terrifying corridors of Resident Evil Requiem, and everything in between. Which of these games are you most excited for? And did your personal favorites make the list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our top gaming lists. And stay tuned because 2026 is shaping up to be one of the biggest years for Nintendo Switch 2 yet.